Welcome back to my channel where we explore all things Monster High. It's your favorite monster, AneliMonsteR here, and today we're diving into a line that's both delicious and terrifying, the Sweet Screams collection. Imagine your favorite Monster High ghouls, but with a super sweet candy-themed twist. Sounds delicious, right? Well, it's also packed with a spooky style and a surprisingly interesting story. Let's unwrap all the secrets. We also recently learned that another doll will be joining the doll line. I am talking about Twyla Boogeyman, who will be this year's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. The Sweet Screams line is a Target exclusive collection that first dropped in December of 2013. It's all about putting a candy-coated spin on our favorite monsters. Originally, it featured two iconic ghouls, Frankenstein and Draculaura. Later, in July of 2014, two more dolls joined the sugary squad, Ghoulia Yelps and Abby Abominable. Each doll has a unique candy-inspired look, from their outfits to their accessories. In this case, Frankie represents peppermints, candy canes, or hard candy. Draculaura embodies bubblegum or licorice. Ghoulia is representing gummy candy and Abby embodies ice cream. The Sweet Screams dolls each come with illustrated storybooks which create a story together. The booklets are designed with a chaotic fusion of text and art to match the Sweet Screams storyline. The reading order of the booklets would start with Draculaura, followed by Frankie, then by Abby, and Ghoulia would close the storyline. Speaking of storyline, let us dive more into the lore of the Sweet Screams line. Draculaura is at a sleepover at Frankie's and gets hungry. She finds some mystery candy in a lab and eats it all. That night she has a strange dream where she turns into a candy monster. Her friends Venus and Rochelle are also in the dream. Stuck. Count Fabulous, also a candy version of himself, tells Draculaura that her friends hold the key to waking up. So Draculaura sets off to find Frankie, Abby and Ghoulia, who were all part of the sleepover, to try and end the nightmare. The story ends with a warning to be careful about what you eat before bed. Then Frankie had the same bad dream, even though she didn't eat candy. She realized all her friends were stuck in the candy-filled nightmare too and couldn't wake up. Then Frankie's cat Whatsit, who could suddenly talk because it was a dream, showed up and said he knew someone who could help her escape. That someone was Draculaura, who felt bad for getting them into the mess. Frankie and Draculaura teamed up to solve the mystery and get out of the nightmare together. Continuing with Abby's story. Abby is also stuck in that weird rhyming dream where the school is made of candy. She is pushing an ice cream cart and singing about yak milk ice cream. She finds her pet mammoth Shiver, who looks like a frozen treat, and tells her to find her friend. Shiver shows Abby a map with X's in math science class and in the hallway. In the hallway, Abby finds Frankie and Draculaura, who caused the candy-coated mess. And then they decide to find Ghoulia in math science class, hoping that being together will help them wake up from the dream. Because all of them couldn't wake up no matter how hard they've tried. As we know by now, Ghoulia and her friends are trapped in the same nightmare. But different from the other three, Ghoulia's trying to figure out how to escape, but her brain feels fuzzy. You also need to know, the whole time the other ghouls go through the candy-fied school, Ghoulia was locked into the math science classroom. Now she wishes her friends were there to help her. Suddenly her friends break down the door of the classroom Ghoulia was locked in. After that, Sir Hoots-a-Lot, Ghoulia's owl, flies in with a book that reveals that the snack Draculaura ate before going to bed was made by the boogeyman and is the reason they are trapped in this situation. After that, Ghoulia figures out they need a toothbrush to wake up. Coincidentally, Abby has a toothbrush, but the battery is dead. Frankie then uses her electricity to power the toothbrush and it works. The ghouls wake up, relieved it was all a dream. Draculaura jokingly suggests a snack, but everyone throws pillows at her, agreeing they've had enough of those. And that was a summary of the Sweet Screams lore. The dolls in this line are eye-catchers. I believe all of them were designed by Rebecca Shipman, who's the lead designer of the Monster High franchise now after Garrett Sander has left Mattel. Since the dolls are very well made, their value has dramatically increased, with the prices of one Sweet Screams doll laying around $150 upwards. Taking a closer look at the dolls now. Draculaura's pink and black hair has a black licorice bow and features two long pigtails wrapped in black licorice. She is wearing a sleeveless dress that begins with a black bodice trimmed with pink lace. Next are wider black and pink stripes that lead into a tiered skirt. The leathered skirt has two dripping black layers and a dripping pink middle layer. Over the dress is a black mesh cropped jacket decorated with pink trim, a pink bow, and gooey pink leathered shoulder accents. Candy accessories consist of a pink and a black earring, a black licorice belt with a swirl, a black and a pink bracelet. Long dripping striped gloves cover her hands. The right glove is pink and the left is black. On her feet are pink fishnet socks and black ankle strap wedges with gooey pink cutout heels. Her black purse is a dripping heart with a fanged face and a pink twisted bow handle. Also included is Count Fabulous, Draculaura's pet, who has been transformed into hard candy, probably something like a gumball. Frankie has very long white hair with black striped bangs and red streaks. Decorating her hair is a black and white swirled candy barrette with red and black hard candy accents. She is wearing a white dress with dripping black stripes. The sleeveless dress has black straps and a black tinsel hem. Over the dress is a red leather jacket with a wide collar, black cuffs, and an irregular dripping hem. Candy accessories consist of dripping black hard candy earrings, a black and red striped tie necklace, a black belt with dripping swirls, a red beaded bracelet, and a winding red bracelet. A red fingerless glove is on her right hand and a black fingerless glove is on the left. On her feet are heels with gooey black wedges and dripping red straps that wind up her legs. Her purse is a piece of wrapped candy that features a face with a zigzag mouth and candy eyes. Also included is Whatsit, who has been transformed into a candy pet with candy cane legs. Continuing with Abby's doll. Abby's black and white streaked hair features pink and purple highlights. Decorating her hair is a purple headband tiara formed by dripping ice cream and 4 cones. She is wearing a sleeveless dress with black straps and a white leathered bodice decorated with a light blue dripping waffle cone pattern. The puffy purple skirt features a print of colorful sprinkles. Worn over the dress is a purple faux fur shawl. Accessories begin with upside down ice cream cone earrings. One is magenta and the other one is blue. Around her neck is a light blue waffle cone styled cutout collar. Her belt is a dripping light blue cutout. She wears long purple gloves with a winding bracelet on one wrist and a light blue bracelet on the other. On her feet are white fishnet knee-high socks and heels formed by dripping black ice cream cones. One shoe has a light blue ice cream platform and magenta ice cream scolette scoop accents. The opposite shoe has the same design, only in opposite colors. Her purse is a translucent purple ice cream sundae with a twisted straw-like handle. Also included is Shiva, who has been transformed into an icy tree. Last but not least from the line, we have Ghoulia. Ghoulia's hair is long, wavy, and streaked with varying shades of blue. In her hair is a translucent headband made up of a red gummy brain surrounded by green gummy worms and a gummy bear. She is wearing a dress that has a black striped bodice and mismatched dripping style sleeves and collar. The collar is half red and half blue, and one sleeve is red and the other is blue. The blue skirt has a colorful gummy worm print, a dripping hem, and a blue tulle underlayer. Accessories consist of blue gummy worm glasses with red accents, red gummy worm earrings with blue tips, and a black necklace with black, red, and blue beads. She also has a green gummy worm wrist wrap, black gloves, and black, blue, and red beaded bracelets. Around her waist is a green gummy worm belt with red and blue dots and dripping blue goo. On her feet are wedges with red gummy worm heels and translucent red and green gummy worms winding up her legs. Her purse is a green and red gummy bear with a blue handle. Also included is Sir Hootsalot, who has been transformed into a gummy tree. The Sweet Screams line is getting a huge revival with the upcoming Twyla Doll exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con 2025. She'll be available at SDCC 2025, which runs from July 24th to 27th. Keep an eye out for her at the Mattel merchandise booth and on the Mattel Creations website, where a limited stock of her will be made available to the general public. Twyla's hair is mint green and pulled back into 2 curly pigtails with lavender streaks running through it. She wears a purple layered tulle dress with a black faux leather top. On her feet are translucent purple shoes that look like they are melting with ice cream cone heels. Additional accessories include an ice cream cone headband, peppermint candy themed earrings, a necklace, and a translucent blue bag. With Twyla is Dustin, who not only looks like cotton candy but actually smells like it. Personally, I think that Twyla has elements from each character from the line and represents a combination of them all. Price-wise, she's very close to reseller prices, even though she is a new release. Her retail price will be at $80 plus shipping, which is an insane amount of money. Plus, she's probably being sent to creators as PR, which is already giving me a headache. With such limited editions, I don't really understand the PR side of things, but oh well. The Sweet Screams line line is a wonderful example of how Monster High can blend spooky and sweet in the most creative ways. The upcoming Twyla Doll is proof that the designers at Mattel know their lore and what they're doing. Rebecca Shipman has once again delivered a great design, but the price point lets many fans swallow. What do you think of the Sweet Screams line? Which doll is your favorite? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more Monster High content. And I'll hopefully see you next time again. Bye!